don't want to do it. This is too hard. I don't feel like it. If you're sick of hearing that from yourself and others, I'm going to show you how to deal with it coming up next. Do you want to create, market, or scale your online fitness business? My name's Garner, and here we give real fit pros the tips, tools, and strategies they need to succeed online. Welcome to the EntreFit Podcast. What is up, guys? Welcome to the EntreFit Podcast. Hope you are having an awesome day, week, wherever you're at listening to this. Thank you so much, by the way, for listening to this. If you're checking us out on your audio streaming devices, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you're just listening to the first time, go back and check out lots of episodes. The whole point of this podcast is we give you at least 2 episodes per week. These are short, actionable things that you can take to help you to create, market, or scale your online fitness business if you are a real fit pro. And if you're checking us out on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to that. We always post the audio versions of the podcast every Tuesday and Thursday. The video version gets released the following day on YouTube on Wednesdays and Fridays. So wherever you're at, thank you so much. I hope this adds value to you. So I wanted to talk about this because this is something that I know I've struggled with, and I still struggle with it. Sometimes I have to slap myself around. I'll show you how to get around that. But I hear it from clients all the time and other fit pros reaching out for help. Is a statement that typically goes something like this: but I don't feel like doing that. Or they'll ask me the question like, how are you always so motivated? Like, you're always so motivating and encouraging, which I really, really appreciate that. But I will tell you, even though we're going to talk about feelings and all that stuff, I don't feel as if I am motivating. I just do what needs to get done. So I'm going to give you a statement that was given to me by my oh so lovingly one day by one of my coaches and mentors when I was having one of those days where I just didn't feel like doing it. And I was talking to him like, but what if I don't feel like doing this? Like, how do you stay motivated to do it when you don't feel like doing it? And he told me this, and now this is kind of my mantra. I've got it written down. I've got this big dry erase board right here by my office that I look at. This first thing, I sit in my chair, I roll over, I get this dry erase board, and I see this statement every single day, and it helps me out, so hopefully it helps you. It says, choose action, not emotion. Choose action, not emotion. I can't tell you guys how much that has helped me, because I will, full disclosure, being honest, I don't feel like doing a lot of the things that I've done and have to do to keep my business growing. I don't feel like doing those things. I don't always want to do those things. And if I let my personal preference and my emotions dictated how the decisions I made for my business, there is no way it would be where it's at today. And I see so many fit pros make that with just getting started with their business, with staying motivated, even with it making marketing effort decisions. They make decisions based upon personal preference and emotion instead of choosing to just taking action or in the marketing sense, having data to help drive those decisions. So this is how a few little quick tips on this as far as how I do it to stay motivated when I do it is, first off, every single day I choose action, not emotion. When I wake up at 4:30 a.m., I don't want to come skipping to my office and start opening up spreadsheets and start looking at analytics on how I can improve things, how I can get more people to listen to this podcast, how I can increase open rates, how we can increase web traffic and conversions and sales. I don't get excited about doing those things because, especially with you, with your business as a fit pro, you probably don't get excited about those things either, because that's not what you really want to do. What you really want to do is coach, right? You want to work with your clients. You want to change their lives. Like, that's me. Like, I get excited. I love it when I have my scheduled coaching calls with my clients. That's what I love to do, but that's a very small part of what I actually do for my day to day. But whenever I come to the office, I know that in order for me to serve and add value to the people that I really care about, which are my dream clients, the real fit pros, I have to do the things. I have to take action and do the things that I do not feel like doing so I can ultimately live out my purpose, which is serving and adding value to the people that I am called to serve. And if you are a real fit pro, that is how you should view this as well. Remember, it's not just delivering workouts, but it is serving. So when I have those moments of I just don't feel like it, this is what I do. And again, this is what I do. You don't have to do it. I've got another friend and mentor. He always says, take what you like and leave the rest. So this is what I do. It helps me kind of get out of these mental funks whenever I don't feel like doing things. First off, I read that big sign right here that says, choose action, not emotion. That's always kind of my reality check of, okay, is this a logical or emotional decision or feeling I have right now? What I have realized is that a lot of times we will take bad moments and turn those into much bigger situations. One thing I always ask my clients whenever they're frustrated, they're dealing with something like, my whole business isn't working right now. Everything seems to be wrong. I always stop. I'm like, okay, are you having a bad moment or do you have a bad business? Because whenever you slow down, take a moment, take a breath, you kind of are able to see it at what it really is. So that's the first thing I do is after I read the sign is as I stop, I take a breath and I look at, is this a bad moment or is this a bad decision? Is this just a thing that I don't feel like doing, or is it something that I just don't want to do? Because I will tell you there are tasks that I have with my business that I'll put off because I don't feel like doing it. And then I start justifying it in my head. I'm like, well, is it really going to help the business out that much? Is this really something I want to do? Like maybe there's something else I could do that would add more value, so I really don't have to do that thing. And I try to justify it. But most of the times, whenever you just sit there, you take that big deep breath, you realize that it is the thing that needs to get done, and it's a situation, it's not a whole thing. Because I will be honest, I get frustrated sometimes where I'm like, another, data report I've got to look at. Like, oh goodness, here we go again. But if I stop and take that breath, I realize like, man, I'm extremely blessed to be able to do what I do. Like Sean 3 years ago would have given his, left pinky to have all of this and to have this opportunity. So it's always good to kind of take that breath and reflect and realize how blessed I am or how far you have come in your business. And that's why I'm so big on tracking numbers and knowing those numbers, because it's so easy whenever you get locked in to these, like, I don't feel like it moments. If you don't have that history to where you can go back and look at and to see how far you've come, it's really easy to let those thoughts wrap up in your head and to keep descending down that rabbit hole. It's just like with your clients, right? If they haven't been consistently taking progress pictures, weighing and tracking their measurements, weighing or tracking their gym performance metrics and everything like that, it's going to be really easy. And I'm sure you've experienced this before with your clients where they're like, this program just isn't working for me, or I've even heard people say, I don't know if working out and eating right is right for me. Maybe there's a better way to do it. Like, no, there's not a better way. But if you have them tracking them, you're going, John, man, if you realize like you've been doing this program for 12 weeks, like I know you're frustrated that the scale is stuck this week, but look how far you've come, man. And being able to show them those records and everything, that's what will help you get out of those feelings whenever you don't feel like going on, is actually being able to step back and look how far you've come. My country boy Oklahoma sayings here that I was always told all the time was, you can't always see the forest with all the trees in your face. So sometimes when you're going through all of these things and you don't feel like doing it, it's because you've got this tree right here in front of your face, and that's the only thing that you can focus on it. And maybe this tree is a frustrating client. Maybe this tree is your lack of progress, or maybe this tree is a plateau that you hit, and this is all that you can focus on. But you can't just step back and look at how far that you've come and this beautiful forest that you're in, and that maybe you've created with your business, with your client roster, with the lives that you've changed, because you're only focusing on this one thing that's right here in front of you. So take that breath, look at the beautiful forest that you're in, and then and realize that you can have bad moments, and that does not equal a bad business or a bad life. And the last thing I do is I do give myself 60 minutes to vent. Like, you can't keep all this stuff inside. So grab the cell phone right here, 60 seconds, go and just dance, let it all out, man. Just yell at somebody, scream, not at a spouse, like somebody like in your head. Don't go take it out on the dog. Just yell, vent, get all those frustrations out, say it all out. And then after that 60 seconds is done, phone shut off, boom, we're done. We're moving on. We're not going to let that emotion keep building up inside of us, creating negative thoughts and everything. We're going to choose to take action. So I promise you guys, if you can put your feelings aside and you can choose to take action, the only way that this works is if you actually have a bigger why or bigger purpose for why you're doing all of this, which we've talked about in previous episodes. If you're just doing this to make money, none of this stuff works, because you're not gonna have a big enough why or purpose or calling, or you're not gonna be passionate enough about the clients that you're called to serve. You'll give up. Whenever you do have these feelings, like, I'll just go work for somebody else. I just get a job at a trainer doing something else. Or maybe I shouldn't even get into fitness. Like, if you don't have a bigger why, if you don't have a purpose, if you don't feel called to the people that you are serving right now, this stuff won't work. But I promise you, if you do, if you remember those bigger whys, you decide to take action versus falling into the temporary emotions that you're experiencing, guys, not only will your business continue to grow, but that ultimately means that you're changing and impacting more lives, which should be living out your calling and your purpose, serving the people that you're called to serve. So hope this helps you guys. Choose action, not emotion. And thanks so much for listening. Make sure you guys subscribe all the places, click all the notification thingies, whatever. But ultimately, guys, if this adds value to you, share it with a fellow Fit Pro friend. The real ones, not the Insta booty, protein, hold my ab, selfie mirror people. Not those people, the real Fit Pros, guys. The people that are committed and dedicated to changing and impacting lives in the fitness industry. That's who we want to help. We want to help them to take back the fitness space, to create, market, and scale their online fitness business. So if that's you, if that's them, man, share this with them so we can continue to add more value. And if this sounds like something that you like, you're like, man, that Sean guy's kind of goofy, but I think he's onto something. Man, we'd love the opportunity to talk to you. Go to andrefitcoaching.com, book a call to speak with me, and we're going to walk you through our fitness business blueprint, where we show you the 3-step frameworks. You're going to jump on a call with me. No one on my team. It's actually me that's going to be calling you back, and I'm going to show you guys exactly where you're at in your business so we can lay out the plan that you need to take it and crush it online. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Love you, and have an awesome day.